Meredith.
Well, I know it's just been a couple of days, but overall, how do you feel like you're fitting in with this club, and what are your expectations personally for this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good start. I think just trying to get to know everyone and the coaching staff, how things work. And, yeah, I mean, on the field, just getting to work and, doing all those things, seeing, what, just first off, getting ready for the season, but also there's some things to work on during spring and ways to get better. As far as expectations for me, I'm not someone who's like looking at goals like numbers or anything like that. I just honestly just try to control the things I can control, show up every day and prepare and work hard, try to do anything I can to help us win. So that doesn't really change coming to a new team. Back when I was a rookie or even in the minor leagues, it was the same thing, and just try to prepare every day, like I said, and find ways to get better and help us win.
Who else? Brendan.
It's been a while since you've been a new guy in the clubhouse. What's that been like, particularly your time spent at Himes prior to coming here?
I mean, honestly, the baseball stuff, once you get on the field, is pretty easy. It's similar every team. There's always new guys. Maybe I wasn't the new guy, but I've been playing baseball and sports since I was about 5 years old, so I was a new guy for a long time. And I feel like I had a relationship and knew a bunch of guys on this team as well, whether it's just playing against guys for a while or, play with a few of them on Team USA and or just against guys or guys in the NL, whatever it is. So I think the acclimation has been fairly smooth. And, yeah, man, I just wanted to get down here and, like I said, just kind of get the lay of the land. Sometimes it's the other stuff that's not so much on field, just where the locker room is. I hadn't been to this stadium except one time with the Cardinals, so just those little things, just so you don't have to worry about those. And on the field stuff's been great. I mean, I think I'll have to, or one of the things I'll want to do, maybe this would have been a better answer. The first question was just play with the infielders here, just having three or four other guys that I haven't played with day to day. I mean, that happens every year, even when I was with other teams, if we had new players or whatever. So that's probably a goal too, is just catch as many balls as I can from them. Some of that's in the game, some of that's on the backfield, just to learn the little nuances. And then in the games, just continuing to get to know the guys and the coaching staff and just how that works.
Who else? Ron and Greg? Or Greg? Doesn't matter.
The adjustments you made in the second half last year, do you feel like that came naturally when you started out this spring, or does that kind of take a little bit to get back into that flow?
I think a little bit of both. I think, that it was, my year last year was a different one for me. It was just one where, like I talked about in the first time we spoke when I signed, the first half just has some bigger adjustments that I need to make, and it showed. I didn't play well and was able to do that and play better in the second half. So yeah, that was my individual focus, is continuing to just hone those habits offensively. And yeah, it's been good. I feel like I'm in a good place. I think when you get into spring training, especially from the hitter side, is just that time of facing pitchers. We haven't seen live pitches in 4, 5, 6 months, whatever it is. And so every year it's just kind of like a balance, because that can feel like it could screw you up, but it can also, sometimes you just have to be patient, I guess is a better way to say it. You can't expect to be in mid-season form right now in February and trying to just continue to work and just keep getting better, but there's always going to be ups and downs. And I think like just every day, just keep going and trying to get a little bit better and a little bit more ready for opening day. And then also realizing that's a long season, and of course we want to be ready and as close to 100% or mid-season form by opening day, but there is a long season, and it's not going to do you any good if you're great on opening day and then the next 6 months are kind of downhill. So it's just trying to prepare for the long season as well.
You pass it in front, Greg. Thanks.
Aaron Boone said a few minutes ago he thought some of the mechanical difficulties you had in the first half last year went back to 2023. Looking back as you got out of it, were there any things you pinpointed that started you down the wrong path?
No, I mean, I think it's just baseball. There's always ups and downs, and It's always adjustments you have to make. So hopefully it didn't, sound like an excuse. I think the truth was I just didn't play well for over a year and a good part of, last year. And I was unfortunate it wasn't for a lack of effort. I was doing everything I could and took a ton of swings and all that. But, this game's hard. The pitchers are good and you get off by a little bit and it can go downhill. So hopefully it'll be a good thing in my career and getting to learn from that, and especially coming here. And but there'll be other things that pop up. There always is in this game. You never quote unquote figure it out. It's just always a journey, and I'll try to do the best I can. Try to be consistent every day. That's probably been my goal my whole career, is just try to be consistent. I know there's going to be ups and downs, but the more consistent you are, you got a shot every day to help the team. And if I don't do it offensively, hopefully I can make some good plays on defense. There's a lot of different ways to help the team, or encourage guys in the dugout. So that's always going to be my focus. Of course, I want to play well, but most importantly, want our team to play well, and we'll do whatever I can to make that happen.
As you tried to make adjustments last year, given all the analytics and all the video that you're presented with, how do you filter out and decide which adjustments to try?
Yeah, I think that's the challenge. As the game has changed over the last decade plus, there's a lot more information. A lot of times that's good. Sometimes it can be too much. For me, that was never really in my way. I just didn't play well. It was for at least half the year, maybe over half the year. There's no excuses, and I think all I wanted to do was just continue to keep working and try to help us win every night. And the effort was there. The performance was not for a while, and hopefully it'll be better this year.
Nate in the back left. You can grab it.
Paul, I don't know how much of a baseball history buff you might be, but Yankees are obviously a storied franchise, and first baseman in particular, there's been a lot of great ones. Just how eager are you to, put on the pinstripes and play at Yankee Stadium and add your name to that lineage?
Yeah, I'm excited. It's a huge honor for sure. The expectations and the tradition, the history here is like maybe no other sports franchise in the world. So that's exciting. I think you want to play at the highest level. I do. You want to have an opportunity to win a championship. You want to be in those quote unquote big games. And so I like that there's that attitude around here, and you can feel it in the clubhouse. And playing against the Yankees, I've done it plenty of times, and being a fan of the game, you see it. And so there's other organizations that are that way as well, and it's a lot of fun when you get to play in front of kind of those rowdy crowds and the high expectations, and that's why we played this game. And I'm excited, and it's a lot of fun.
Last one for Paul, if there is one. Okay, appreciate the time.
Thanks.